Afternoon, Amy. Great to see you.
Good to see you too.
We'll start with the obvious question. Has there been any communication with you and the powers that be about the role that you're playing, the interim managerial role at the moment?
Continue as such. At the moment, process is ongoing and we are focusing on game by game.
How much are you enjoying this role, particularly because things are going so well?
Yeah, really enjoying the challenge, especially because of the application of the players and staff. It's made it a lot easier. Really enjoying the challenging, learning every day. We're just trying to do the best job that we can for the club.
Of course, when you set out on your journey of becoming a coach, you always think ultimately being a manager at some stage, and I guess being a manager in the WSL would have always been one of the targets down the line. Now that you've had a real taste of it, does it make you want to achieve that even more?
It's always been an ambition of mine and a target. Right now I'm fully focused on being interim and doing the best possible role that I can do at this moment for this club.
Have you learnt about the role in a different way? Have you learnt about yourself? Have you had a steep kind of moment where you've gone, oh, this has hit me in a way I didn't expect, and I've had to adapt and learn very quickly?
I think you're always learning, no matter what role you're in. So as an assistant, you're always learning. I think when you're as a head coach, there's different situations that you're put into and you're learning. That part of the role in general, whether that is assistant or head coach role, if you're not learning day by day, then you will fall behind. And you have to consistently be reflecting on yourself and your performance and others. This should never be about me. It's about the team, in my opinion. It's about the team improving, leaving the team in a better place for whoever comes in to fill the position. And it's about the players getting what they need to perform week in, week out. It should never be about me.
Have you been given any indication as to how long perhaps you may be the interim? I know there are things going on in the background with people coming into new roles and people departing, but have you been given a timescale?
Just that it's an ongoing process at the moment. So that will be David Weir, Tony Bloom, that will be dealing with that. We are fully focused on the games, the training and the games.
And in terms of the games, things going very well, particularly when it comes to scoring goals. You scored 8 goals in your last 2 WSL games. You scored 2 goals in your first 5 WSL matches. Quite simply, what have you done to turn things around?
I think a bit of belief from the players. I think when you start scoring, it's easier to continue that momentum. So we're just building on those foundations, our strengths and what works for us in those moments, making sure we try and play with some real intent. We have some very creative players in our front line, utilising that where we can, making sure we have a threat in game. So, I truly believe the players have tried to apply themselves in relation to that for sure.
But there was nothing you sort of did tactically to say, I want us to become a more offensive team whilst I'm taking the reins?
If there was, I wouldn't share it. Like I said, we had opportunities to score in those first few games. I think the players knew that, team knew that, staff knew that. So we took our opportunity against, what was the first game? West Ham. Feels like a lifetime ago now. We took our opportunities in that game, really found some momentum. And like I said, when that opens up, it does give you something as a player. It gives you a bit more belief and you continue to grow within that. So just trying to build on that intent where we can, but I'm never going to share any tactical information on that.
And in terms of your next challenge, clearly one of the more difficult sides in the WSL to come up against, Manchester City. They've got a presence up front, they score goals as well. Perhaps haven't been as effective this season as people expected, but still a really challenging game for you and your side.
Yeah, it'll be a challenge like every game is, but they're a good side, move the ball really well. First and foremost for us, we have to be hard to beat. If we really apply ourselves, then we'll give ourselves the best chance within the game. So it's about us applying ourselves, remembering that we have a threat to pose as well, impose ourselves on the game where we can, and go from there. I think, it's all about the performance. We apply ourselves and we make sure that we can stay in it, then we'll make it difficult for them.
What do you think is their biggest strength?
There's various areas and it depends on the individuals that they utilise. They obviously have individuals with great experience and we're aware of that and we have to set up in relation to that, as well as setting up in relation to our strengths and ensuring that we can impose ourselves on the game in certain stages.